Good Tuesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's take a look outside that weather window on this Tuesday. We're pretty clear this morning, increasing clouds late morning and especially into our afternoon hours. But boy, a nice, comfortable day out there today. Temperatures were slightly below normal, but that's all going to change a little bit later on this week. As we look ahead, temperatures on our Wednesday will be well into the 80s, maybe some low 90s in the Columbia Basin. Thunderstorms possible tomorrow, maybe on Thursday before our weather really gets nice heading into this upcoming weekend. And we'll have your complete forecast coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. A wildfire believed to be human-caused north of Grand Coulee burned more than 100 acres on Saturday. Firefighters rescued 3 pets from a mobile home fire late last week on Marina Drive in Moses Lake. Firefighters had to respond to 3 fires in Wenatchee and East Wenatchee on Sunday, all of which were apparently started by fireworks. And someone broke into the Wenatchee City Pool facilities last week and apparently took a swim before stealing numerous items. But first, our top story tonight, a 29-year-old Brewster man was killed early Monday morning, in a 2-vehicle accident on Highway 173 south of Brewster. The Washington State Patrol said Alejandro Rincon Martinez was driving a 1995 Honda Civic south. That was about 1:20 a.m. when he lost control on a curb, struck the embankment, and re-entered the roadway where the vehicle came to rest in the northbound lane. It then was struck by a 2013 Toyota Corolla being driven by 20-year-old Rodmiro Espino, also of Brewster. Martinez was killed and Espino was treated for his injuries at the scene. The State Patrol said the highway was partially blocked for more than 4.5 hours. Washington State Patrol said the wreck remains under investigation. A wildfire believed to be human-caused north of Grand Coulee burned more than 100 acres Saturday before Department of Natural Resources aircraft helped local firefighters gain control. The fire was first reported just after 4 p.m. on Colville tribal land and near dump roads. Winds quickly spread the blaze in the grass, in brush, as numerous firefighting agencies responded, including from Grand Coulee and Coulee Dam. The fire was declared under control just before midnight. Firefighters rescued 3 pets from a mobile home fire late last week on Marina Drive in Moses Lake. Moses Lake firefighters reported that at about 8:30 p.m. Thursday, they arrived to find flames showing from a single wide trailer and heavy smoke. The residents had evacuated safely but told firefighters their pets were still inside. Firefighters went into the mobile home and safely rescued 3 family pets and provided care. There were no injuries. Well, firefighters had to respond to 3 fires in Wenatchee and East Wenatchee on Sunday, all of which were apparently started by fireworks. Kay McKellar of Chelan County Fire District 1 and Douglas County Fire District 2 said just after 2 p.m. a brush fire was reported in the 1200 block of Dale Street in East Wenatchee. Firefighters arrived to find a large juniper tree on fire. She said some kids had thrown smoke bombs into the juniper, igniting the fire that was quickly extinguished. Then, just after 9 p.m., both districts again responded to a fire in the 700 block of DeGage Street in East Wenatchee, where juniper again was on fire in a backyard of a home. That fire was also quickly contained. McKellar said that fire was started by men setting off fireworks. Just after 10:30 p.m., a brush fire was reported beneath the Otobashan Bridge in Wenatchee that witnesses said was started by people also setting off fireworks. McKellar said the fire burned a brushy area about a quarter the size of a football field near the railroad tracks. Firefighters were on that scene until almost midnight. Well, someone broke into the Wenatchee City Pool facilities last week and apparently took a swim before stealing numerous items. The Wenatchee Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Services Department said at 10:22 p.m. Thursday, 2 male suspects broke a window and entered the pool office. At 2:32 a.m. Friday, they can be seen leaving on bikes. Stolen were several items ranging from first aid supplies to operating equipment. The burglars also took lifeguard hoodies as pictured here. Parks and Recs is asking anyone who sees someone wearing one of those hoodies who is not at the pool area to please contact Wenatchee Police. Well, when we come back, drive-through COVID-19 vaccines will no longer be available at the Town Toyota Center after July 13th. A storm that rolled through north central Washington on Sunday hit some communities hard while completely missing others. We'll show you a video of that. And some East Wenatchee police officers took a break from chasing crime on Saturday to offer a special birthday greeting to a 101-year-old East Wenatchee resident. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
The best pizza in the known universe is right here in downtown Chelan, so come on up. For the best locally crafted beer and barbecue in Chelan, come on up.
For the best down-home scratch country cooking in north central Washington, you'll find it in Manson. Come on up.
Come on up. Come on up.
Come on up.
Raising a family may have seemed overwhelming to your parents, but they weren't. Coach, teacher, life guide, caregiver. Family takes care of family. And as the circle of life continues, you now are their caregiver. It may seem overwhelming, but we're here to help you find the support services necessary so you can provide quality care to your elders.
Call Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington at 1-800-572-4459.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Drive-through COVID-19 vaccines will no longer be available at the Town Toyota Center after July 13th. The Chelan Douglas Health District said the demand for the vaccines has waned with an average of just 30 doses a week administered in recent weeks. The health district said COVID-19 drive-through testing at the Town Toyota Center will continue through July. On Wednesday, the testing and vaccine operations will be moved to Walla Walla Point Park for one day while paving work is done at the Town Toyota Center. Well, a storm that rolled through north central Washington on Sunday hit some communities hard while completely missing others. The isolated storm was brief in most areas with heavy rain, hail, thunder, lightning, and strong winds. Two areas definitely in its path were Chelan and Ephrata. Here is video by Jen Walker-Nelmeda in Chelan and a time-lapse video taken by Grand County Fire District 13 of what it looked like south of Ephrata. Well, as we take you to commercial break, some East Wenatchee police officers took a break from chasing crime Saturday to offer a special birthday greeting to an East Wenatchee resident. The officers stopped by to wish Doris Mosier a happy 101st birthday. Some East Wenatchee police officers took a break, as I mentioned, from fighting crime to wish her a birthday. She's been a resident, by the way, of East Wenatchee for 46 years. She's the mother of 7 daughters, 20 grandchildren, 28 great-grandchildren, and 10 great-great-grandchildren. The officers reported they were happy to be able to share the special moment with a woman full of humor and endless stories of her life. Happy birthday. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa has hot tubs in stock now. Spas are scientifically proven to improve sleep and ease arthritis pain. Let us help you find the perfect spa today. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa is helping families reconnect, one hot tub at a time. Let Mary Maid's custom cleaning experts help you clean up your to-do list. Between work, kids, and pets, it's hard to find time to keep up. Let Mary Maids of Wenatchee help. Mary Maid's cleaning experts can help keep your home or business fresh, neat, and exactly how you'd clean it, if you only had the time. Call now for a free estimate, 509-663-1710. Serving Chelan and Douglas counties. Mary Maids, let us help.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. A big crowd was on hand at Wenatchee's Walla Walla Point Park yesterday to celebrate the birth of our nation. The 4th of July festivities culminated with a fireworks show that featured a spectacular grand finale. In tonight's features story, here are some highlights from last night's show as seen right here on the NCWLIFE channel. All right, time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Boy, fantastic fireworks show at the park last night, wasn't it? Weather wasn't too bad to be down there after that bit of a downpour that we had mid-yesterday afternoon. We'll talk about that in a second, but kind of one of those days today. It wasn't all that warm. We were below normal, but not much wind out there. We did see some clouds roll in, and unofficially 77 our high temperature today. 85 is where we should be normally for this time of year. 103 our record. That was set back in 1968. This morning a little chilly as well. 52 degrees our low. That's 7 degrees below 59, which is normal. Our record back in 1994 of 45 degrees. And here we go. At the airport yesterday, this happened generally between about 2 and 3:30 yesterday. Almost a half inch of moisture. A good downpour at the airport. That now gets us to 5.71 inches, and that, folks, is almost 3 inches above where we were last year at this point when we were at 2.88. So we're doing pretty good so far. Our sunrise this morning, 5:11. Sunset tonight, straight up 9 o'clock. Let's take a look now at your Wednesday temperatures. Yeah, we're going to have a short work week this week, aren't we? And it looks like it's going to be nice too. Maybe some shower activity tomorrow, but temperatures will be warmer than we saw today. 85 for you folks in Quincy, 86s for Ephrata and Moses Lake, and then a little bit cooler back in Wenatchee and East Wenatchee, 83 degrees and 81 the high temperature tomorrow up in Leavenworth. Taking a look at tonight, we can expect mostly cloudy skies. Area of low pressure here down in the Great Basin area, and also an area of low pressure out in the Pacific, and that's going to bring some clouds and possibly an isolated shower tonight. I think that'll be late, maybe midnight or even after, and then maybe a morning sprinkled with showers developing right along the Cascades. A 30% chance of rain. We could see a thunderstorm tomorrow as well. High temperatures predominantly about 80 to 85 degrees. For Thursday, things start to get nice. Partly cloudy skies. We'll see mild conditions with high temperatures Thursday into the lower 80s. Friday's going to be a beautiful end to our work week. Mostly sunny and nice. Here's our ridge of high pressure now beginning to build, and that will slide over the Pacific Northwest. That's going to warm us up into the mid-80s on Friday. We'll stay in the mid-80s as we kick off our next weekend as well. Sunny skies all over the western United States. And yeah, it's going to be nice from north central Washington down into the Tri-Cities, mid, maybe upper 80s. And Sunday, a little bit breezy. We are going to see this high pressure move in, and with low pressure fairly close to it, it's going to kick up those breezes on Sunday. Still mild though, with high temperatures in the mid 80s. And then our warmest day coming our way a week from today. Well, not quite a week from today, but next Monday we'll see sunshine with high temperatures on Monday are at around 90 degrees. And past that, folks, it looks like we're going up to about 95 to 100 into next week. Let's take a look now at that 7-day forecast. 63 very mild degrees overnight tonight. 83s then for Wednesday and Thursday. Don't forget, we do have that chance for showers and maybe a thunderstorm for Wednesday. For Friday, 84, 85 kicking off our weekend on Saturday, and then just beautiful weather on both Sunday and into Monday. Sunday, sunny skies and 86, 90 degrees as we get you into Monday. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Dan Kuntz and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Traditional values and innovation in honoring the life of each family we serve is part of the ministry of Heritage Memorial Chapel. Our staff is committed to walk with your family with compassion through this time of grief. We are here to help and here to serve, the right kind of help when you need it most. Heritage Memorial Chapel.
It has really been a great partnership between Succession and NCWLIFE. It's not always easy to sit in front of a camera or a microphone, but you guys have made it a really nice process.
It's a little scary at first, right? You're just throwing money out there hoping it comes back. And to see those results come back through and see people walk through the door and say, hey, saw your TV advertisement. Those are the kinds of things that you see the return on. And when you look at the cost spent, you know you're making a return on it. NCWLIFE really does a great job of exposing our brand and Succession wines to North Central Washington. There's a huge market here and market potential that NCWLIFE is able to help us capture, spread who we are, and tell the world about what Succession does, and they are a great avenue for that.
Connect with us on Networked as we introduce you to the people and organizations who are leading innovation in the region. Get inspired, engaged, and networked right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
Happy Tuesday, sports fans. Dan Coons filling in for Eric Grisham. He's taking a well-deserved, and I mean a well-deserved, week off. Good for you, Eric. Julio Rodriguez hit a ball that almost went all the way out at Petco Park. A huge blast, and the Mariners really had no issues on the 4th of July. They beat San Diego rather easily. The final was 8-2. Cal Raleigh drove in 4 runs. You're going to see him here shortly, including a bases-loaded double. Chris Flexen pitched very well indeed. All in all, a nice Mariner victory on Monday. Here are your highlights.
2-0. That is a home run. That is Julio Rodriguez. A 2-run shot the Mariners have. A 4-0 lead. Hey now for Julio.
Goodbye baseball upper deck. The top terrace. In left field down the line. Holy smokes, the kid did it again.
My goodness, 15th home run. Listen to these Mariner fans here in San Diego.
Back-to-back walks, 4 in all for Manaea now, and that's going to do it. The bases loaded for the Mariners, who have a 4-0 lead with 1 out, and out to make the change is Bob Melvin. Just not Manaea's day. New pitcher for the Padres is Taylor Scott. Pop-up in the infield, right side. Cronenworth calling and catching. Out number 2. Infield fly rule was in effect. 2 down.
And that'll bring up second baseman Abraham Toro.
Popped up left side. It's heading towards the stands, but racing over is Dirksen Profar, just barely in foul territory, and he's able to make the catch.
And the first base runner to reach in this game for the Padres, Manny Machado, on a walk.
That'll bring up second baseman Cronenworth.
Line a base hit. First hit of the game for the Padres. Jake Cronenworth opposite field. And it's first and second with 1 out for San Diego. And there's Luke Voigt.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout, that works as well. Strikeout number 4 for Big Flex. 2 down here in the 4th.
2 on with 2 outs. And that'll bring up first baseman Eric Hosmer. Swing and a miss and a fastball for strike 3. Flexen strikes out the side.
Jorge Alfaro to lead things off for the Friars.
2-2. Strike 3 called. Got him. 6 strikeouts for Flexen. That's his first looking this afternoon.
And Alfaro saying some stuff. Bob Melvin saying some stuff.
3 consecutive strikeouts for Flexen. 1 down, 5th inning. There's a strikeout again. 4 consecutive strikeouts for Big Flex. 2 outs here in the 5th.
And he now has 7 on the afternoon. And he has been on cruise control on this 4th of July Monday here in San Diego. What a job by Chris Flexen.
Bases filled with Mariners. 1 out of the 6th inning. Already on top 4-0. Cal Raleigh.
Mariners got to cash in on one of these bases loaded situations. That's what we were looking for. To the gap. Giddy up. Base of the fence. Julio scores. JP scores. Here comes Santana. Cal Raleigh rings the bell. Clears the bases, and the Mariners have a 7-0 lead here in San Diego.
Cal Raleigh with a missile out to right center field. He clears them off in the 6th inning, and the Mariners finally get that big hit with the bags packed.
Talk about jumping on a pitch. Woo! Flexen's been outstanding. He has more than carried his load. He has struck out 7. 1 more, he'll tie his career best. He's walked 1, given up 2 hits. He was perfect through the first 10 men that he faced. Runners at first and second with 1 out here in the 6th.
There's a big at-bat right here for Luke Voigt.
Ground ball, Gino. There's 1, and they will get 2. Yes, indeed.
Flexen's fired up. He's barking at his infield. What a job done. Flexen appreciates the efforts.
Lots to like about what Flex has done. He's en route to his 3rd consecutive victory.
1 out, 1 on.
Check swing. Does he go? He goes. Mazzara commits on the swing, And Chris Flexen has matched a career-high 8 strikeouts this afternoon on July the 4th in San Diego.
Down to first base goes Kim. He walks with 2 outs in the inning.
And not a surprise, here comes Scott Service to get his big right-hander who pitched really well. 6 2/3 with 8 strikeouts, tying his career best. He walked 3.
Swanson comes in and walks the first batter that he faces. And all of a sudden, the Padres have him loaded.
Swanson will have to get Jurix and Profar.
Swinging a fly ball, playable. Shallow left. Dylan Moore comes racing in. Suarez is out. Who's got it? It is Dylan Moore in shallow left field. He makes the catch, and Swanson leaves him loaded. It's a clean line for Flexen.
8-0.
So 1 down, and here is Matthew Batten and a 32nd round pick at a Quinnipiac University in Hamden, Connecticut.
Love that.
There's a base hit into right field for Matthew Batten, his first major league hit. The baseball is headed to the Padres dugout.
Congratulations, Matthew. That's a big league knock.
1 out, 1 on, and here is Trent Grisham. Fly ball sent to deep right field. Back goes Haggerty, looking up. It is gone. A 2-run home run for Trent Grisham, his 8th home run of the year, and it's 8-2. So the Padres are not going to be shut out today.
A high fly ball into shallow right field. Going out Toro, coming in Haggerty. Haggerty is there and makes the catch, and the ball game is over. The Mariners win it. A final score of 8-2 over the Padres.
Rodriguez becomes the first player in Major League history to hit 15 home runs and have 20 stolen bases in his first 81 games. As you saw, Chris Flexen looked really good. 4 hits, 6 2/3 innings. By the way, Mariner outfielder Jesse Winker, he began his 6-day suspension from that big brawl against the Angels back on June 26th. He began that suspension yesterday. It's 6 games. It was originally 7. He appealed, and J.P. Crawford has now returned to the lineup. He has now served his suspension. These 2 teams, the Padres and the Mariners, play this afternoon. We'll have highlights tomorrow on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. The Apple Sox were off on Monday for the holiday. They're in Canada to take on the Kelowna Falcons for the first of a 3-game series. They won't be back until next week. By the way, over the weekend, the Bend Elks took 2 of 3 from the Apple Sox at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. And those are just some of the games that people are playing on this Tuesday. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Dan. And we're going to check right back in with Dan Kuntz now for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thanks, Grant. On tomorrow's Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, my guest will be Mariah Thornock, recently named the new Executive Director of the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm excited to be on your show. I'm excited to get introduced to all of you guys, and I hope after you see the show, you come down and visit us here at the museum, and I get to learn a little bit more about our patrons.
They say one of the great signs of a thriving community is a good museum, and this place is reflective of that. Mariah Thornock, my guest on tomorrow's Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Grant, back to you.
Thanks, guys. And that'll do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for being with us, and have a great night.
With TV advertising, what we want to do is more deeply connect with the community.
People spot me in different parts around North Central, Costco and Wenatchee, say, hey, you're the pizza guy. And so they wouldn't know that if it weren't for the TV commercials we've done.
We've been here so long that people already know who we are and what we do, but to have that image flash on their television screen as opposed to just hearing it on the radio or seeing it in the newspaper, I just love the fact that we can actually put our finger on when a customer comes in and says, I saw your ad.
It's becoming increasingly difficult in this digital age to know where are your customers listening or watching, because I watch all the different channels that they watch too, like Cooking Channel, History Channel, and so it was wonderful to be able to be on there.
I would say that if you want to do business in Wenatchee, then you should connect with the people of Wenatchee, and there's no better way to do that than with NCWLIFE.
Watch Vibrant Living, brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. Find out about programs and activities for ages 50 and over, and meet amazing seniors who contribute to our community. New episodes Sundays at 1:30 p.m., replayed throughout the week on the NCWLIFE channel.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.